This is the goal machine tactic that scores over 5 goals a game and over 250 goals a season. I think we're going to want to get into this one pretty quickly. So first up, we are going to get the powerhouse out of the way. Now, don't worry, it does score a lot of goals without being a team like PSG. But with PSG, it's absolutely exceptional. We absolutely stampede the league, only losing 1 game. Kylian Mbappe picking up 71 goals. Kolo Muani picking up an 8.26, highest average rating. Asenjo comes in with 29 assists, and Princel Kimpembe picking up a 92% pass completion. Now, in this league alone, we scored 183 goals just in the French league and conceded just 27 goals. Not only did we win the French league, we won the Champions League against Man City, the French Cup against Marseille, and the Trophée de Champion against Toulouse. Quite the season. But over to the team stats, we are going to feature in quite a fair few. Most points per game at 2.74, the most goals at 183, the most shots at 901, the fewest shots against at 201, the most dribbles being made, and of course, we're going to pick up the fewest conceded. Now, data hub wise, we're going to blow the roof off the gaff. Over 5.3 goals a game, only 0.79 conceded. Not the most defensively solid tactic compared to some with PSG, but still, you're scoring over 5 goals a game, guys. You do not need to worry. Over 26 shots a game, which is remarkable, an 84% pass completion, and a 74% tackle win ratio. And as we can see from this beautiful squad of absolute luxury talent, 71 goals for the star man, 62 for Kolo Muani, Dembele comes in with 29, 27 for Marco coming in as well. Remarkable season out of that sort of front four. Absolutely beautiful. 18 for Mendes, Hakimi coming in with 14 as well. Fullbacks playing a very crucial part, and it does drop off a little bit, but we are looking at a remarkable set of goal scorers right here, and it is all guns blazing, all attack, 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 so that is why you can expect these numbers. Assist-wise, again, it's going to be remarkable. 4 plays with over 20. We're actually looking at, oh my, 1, 2, 3, he's out on loan, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players, almost a whole 11, contribute with 10 plus assists. As one would imagine, there are going to be quite a fair few goals in this PSG team. Vitinha down the right-hand side plays it into Hakimi, into Fabian, into Mendes, into the bottom right-hand corner. What a start to the game inside of 3 minutes. A cheeky penalty there from Starman Mbappe down the middle inside of 20 minutes, and we just kept going. We kept firing, all guns blazing. Kolo Muani plays it through the middle into Mbappe, 1 touch, 1 finish. The game was looking pretty grim for them, but a lot more goals come in that second half. Big Marco down the right-hand side, one of my favourite players this year, into Mendes down the left-hand side, who goes alone and stuffs one into that top right-hand corner. Absolutely incredible scenes. Marco with a great ball into the box there, into, I believe that actually is going to be Kolo Muani again, as it is going to be another set piece being delivered, a failed clearance from them, into Kimpembe, into Skriniar, into Mendes, who scored a fair few goals this season, really enjoying his football in his PSG team. Kimpembe, aggressive, precise, determined, wins the ball back high up in midfield, almost in a cam position right now, plays it through into Dembele, 1 touch past the defender. Creme de la creme football, absolutely beautiful scenes, and it was a game we dominated. Reel it up. Next up is going to be Southampton. Quite a strong team in the championship, but not only do we win the championship by going invincible, Che Adams scores 83 goals. Now, I will say the other striker partner we had was not the best, so I did prioritise having him on shoot more often, which is a custom instruction for him, and we did sort of feed him, but he got 83 goals across all competitions. He also picked up the highest average rating. We're going to be seeing Kamaliden, I believe so you said that, coming in with 30 assists. Jack Steffens on 92% pass completion. Goals scored over 219 in the championship. Only 39 conceded. And we also win the FA Cup against Liverpool. I will be honest though, we got very blessed to get to that final. We had quite the easy run. Team stat wise, we are going to feature in 3. That is going to be the most points per game at 2.87. The most goals at 219. Over 1,070 shots. And fewest conceded, joint first with Leeds. Data hub wise, over 4 goals a game. 4.76 to be exact, only 0.85 goals conceded, over 23.3 shots every single game. Can't really complain. An 85% pass completion and a 77% tackle win ratio. And last time I checked, you are here for goals, so I'm going to show you a game with 10 goals in. 9 of them coming down from us, as we can see a bit of an injury situation over here, but we're going to carry on inside of 2 minutes. Adam Armstrong goes through into the bottom left-hand corner, who did have a bit of a quiet season, I will be honest, but got the job done regardless. So that's Stuart Armstrong now on the left-hand side, playing it back into the middle, into Che Adams, who seems to be able to do everything in this championship season. Heading, left foot, right foot, the whole shebang. really contributing very well in this team. Smallman down the right-hand side, ball in the middle into Che Adams again, who is unmarked on so many occasions in this league. And I want you to pay attention right here to the amount of dangerous runs we have in this team. So when he gets the ball here, we've got a great run here that's obviously going to be a direct ball. We've got a bit more of a challenger run here from Adam Armstrong, but also we've got a great run here coming on the left-hand side. And just look at the side on this as well. Look at this player here. He is calling for it. He wants the ball, making the run. He goes inside. It's a bit of an iffy one. It's a bit of an iffy goal. I thought it was going to be more sort of pleasant on the eye than that goal, but I was just showing you the runs that do get made in this system. And as you can see, Adam Armstrong back into the middle, into Che Adams, and it was just constant goal after goal with this guy. Bednarek down the right-hand side, into Fraser, back across, into Che Adams. We're honestly breaking the match engine with how we're doing this. Going down the right-hand side, fizzing it back in the middle. It literally is impossible to defend against. Ridiculous amount of goals being scored, even with a team like this compared to PSG. It's ruthless, it's relentless, it gets the job done, and trust me, you are going to win plenty of league titles. And I'm not even going to show the Millwall goal because it's literally irrelevant. No point in it. And lastly, Josh, can you test this with a team that are not as good? Yes, I can. 18th place predicted. That is going to be Elversberg in the Bundesliga 2, where we enjoy an invincible season, where it's going to be Wahid Fagir coming in with 51 goals and picking up the highest average rating, while it's going to be Fidel coming in with 23 assists, 150 goals scored in the league, and only 39 goals conceded. Yes, we are the 5th best at conceding goals, so not as defensively solid, but we scored 150 goals, so we dominated everything, really. We also do win the Pokal against Borussia Dortmund, which wasn't to be expected, to be honest with you. Again, it was a very close game, and we'll actually show you that game as well, because it wasn't the prettiest game on the eye. Got very lucky, I'll be honest. Team stat-wise, though, we are going to feature in 3 of them today. That is going to be the most points per game, the most goals at 150, which is clear of Hanover in second, and of course, the most shots. Most goals, you got to have the most shots. Now, data hub-wise, over 4 goals a game, 4.41 to be exact, just over 1 goal conceded at 1.15, but doesn't really matter, we're scoring so many more. Over 20 shots per game as well, an 85% pass completion, and a tackle-win ratio looking very sweet at 74%. So I say we got lucky, but this is the team we faced in this Pokal final, and these are the stats. We didn't get lucky at all. We played really good football, to be honest, against a very good Borussia Dortmund team, and we're going to watch the highlights to see exactly what the goals sort of come from. Were they lucky? Were the goals a bit scrappy? We obviously take the lead here inside of 20 minutes. A great bit of play to win the ball back there. A great ball through. Hummels is way too old now to be defending against a player with this much pace. In behind. It's a good goal. I can't really critique it. It's not a lucky goal. Very good play. We're going to take it. Obviously, Dortmund do get back into the game. Hummels into Julian Brandt, into Royce, ball through, into Haller. The keeper dived before the shot was taken, man. That is shocking from our goalkeeper. If anything, we got unlucky. We do win the game, though, in the 93rd minute. Sicker down the left-hand side. Beautiful. Cut back in the middle. We'll take it. Now, of course, over to your favourite part of the video. That is going to be the tactical breakdown. If you are enjoying so far, be sure to slap the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll quickly thank all of the wonderful names coming down the screen right now. These are going to be new or existing Patreon members. There's over 2,300 of you guys. You get access to all 3 of these tactics in one simple download. You get early video release, early tactic release. You get priority in all requests. You also get Twitch perks, Discord perks, one-on-one tactical help, and access to that £50 PayPal giveaway, which does get drawn in 5 days. So do come over, get involved. Any paid tier can enter. It's honestly a great place to be. But let's kick things off then with the goalkeeper. So it is going to be a sweeper keeper who comes in simply on the default instruction. A wing back on the right is going to be very, very attacking on cross more often, cross aim centre, sit narrower, tackle harder, and also mark tighter. 2 ball playing defenders now who are both going to be exactly the same, and they are simply both going to be on defend, obviously, on tackle harder. So we haven't got dribble more or anything crazy on the back line, apart from obviously the fullbacks, who are going to be naturally very attacking players. The wing back on the left is also going to be on attack, and does match, therefore, of the right back. That is going to be the wing back on attack on cross more often, cross aim centre, sit narrower, tackle harder, and also mark tighter. The left hand side is going to feature an inverted winger on support, on get further forwards, sit narrower, and also tackle harder. And that is also going to be replicated almost on the right hand side, but on the right we've got the inverted winger on support just on get further forwards and tackle harder. So no need for the sit narrower instruction. In the midfield is going to be the box to box, and he is simply going to be on support, on get further forwards, move into channels, and also mark tighter. A very crucial role in this team, because not only is he going to help defend, he is going to go forward and attack and cause all sorts of issues for the opposition. Next to him is going to be a deep line playmaker on support, on more direct passes, tackle harder, and also mark tighter. And to finish it off, up top, the cherry on tops, 2 cherries, both going to be advanced forwards on attack, on Tackle Harder. So now over to the team instructions. It is going to be based off a custom tiki-taka on the attacking mentality. Attack and whip might surprise you, but we are going to go with fairly narrow today. We're going to pass the ball into space and focus the play down the left and the right-hand side of the pitch. This is going to remain on standard. It is actually quite a long ball system. To be honest with you, you're not going to have high levels of possession play in this way, but you are going to score an absolute abundance of goals. We are also going to simply opt for run at defence and also low crosses. 2 seconds out of the video, if you guys have any questions about these tactics, or you want to see, would this work, would that work, or sometimes you doubt the tactics, anything like that, you can come over and ask me questions live on the Twitch. I am back streaming as of yesterday. We're streaming so much on Twitch now. Do come over, the link's going to be on the screen, and come and ask any questions and just see the current save we've got going on. It's absolutely incredible. Tons of fun. In transition, 2 very simple instructions: counter and counter press. Lastly, we are going to go with, might be the obvious if you've been watching this channel, the high press line of engagement, the much higher defensive line. It breaks the match engine, guys. It really, really does. Much more often on that trigger press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and of course, get stuck in. I hear someone saying not enough goals. Well, this is going to score even more goals then, as it's going to be the attacking variant of the 4-4-2 direct. The goalkeeper does remain exactly the same. The wing-back on the right is going to be on cross more often, cross same centre, sit narrower, tackle harder, and also mark tighter. The same goes for the left-back as well, so they are literally exactly the same. Both of the ball-playing defenders now gain an additional instruction, which is simply going to be on dribble more, so they are really going to get stuck into the game. The left-hand side inverted winger is going to be on attack, on take more risks, sit narrower, and also tackle harder. And on the right hand side, again, take more risks but not sit narrower, but obviously also the tackle harder instruction. Now both of these players in the midfield, they are very similar, but I will go over the instructions again because I did add some stuff to the DLP. But the box to box is going to obviously be on get further forwards, move into channels, tackle harder, and also mark tighter. And on the left, we just basically told him to hit direct balls again, tackle harder, and also mark tighter. Now what is great about this system is with this individual player is he is going to sit deep a little bit and pluck out the runs from both of these wing backs, both of the inverted wingers and the advanced forwards, and even the box to box. He is literally a pivot in there who plucks out long balls, and it works really, really well. So whatever you do, whether you listen to me or not, do not change the deep line playmaker. I would not do it at all. And both of the advanced playmakers are going to remain untouched. Team instructions, custom tiki-taka again. On the attacking mentality, we are going to keep it fairly narrow. We're going to pass into space. We are going to overlap right and overlap left, of course. We're going to focus the play down the right and the left as well, because simply in this match engine, taking it to the byline and cutting it back with low crosses seems to be a little bit good in this game. So we are, of course, going to be using the low crosses again. This remains the same. This is also going to remain the same. We don't really need to max out the tempo too much. We're going to go with a double though on this occasion, run at defense and also be more expressive. In transition, a few more instructions. It is going to be counter press, counter. We're going to play the ball out quickly because we are chasing the game, and we're going to play it to both of the flanks. And lastly, out of possession, we are instantly going to do the obvious and whack out that much higher defensive line with the high pressing line of engagement. This trigger press is going to be played all the way out to the maximum. We're going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We're going to step up more, and we are going to get stuck in. Very attacking, can be vulnerable at the back, but you will score a crap ton of goals in an emergency situation. To defend your games out, we've gone with a very negative looking 4-4-2, which is definitely even more direct and is just very negative. Will defend a game out. You're not going to score too many goals, but you will defend very, very well. So it is going to be the goalkeeper who remains the same. No nonsense fullback. The first time on the channel, both on the right and the left, they are very negative players, but they are literally going to make your fullbacks do their job at defending. They're not going to get forwards. They're going to almost, this forms a back 8. It's impossible to break down. 2 ball playing defenders who are going to be on the default as well. The inverted winger on the right is going to be on support on hold position and also mark tighter. And on the left, it's going to be exactly the same. The midfield roles do remain almost similar. The deep line playmaker keeps the exact same instructions because that's what I want him doing in a team regardless of the system. And the ball in midfield player is going to come in instead of the box to box to win balls in the midfield. Quite straightforward, who is also going to be on mark tighter. We then go with a deep line forward because we are playing very direct now, so he's a little bit deeper to obviously flicker onto the advanced forward. Both of these players are going to be simply on their defaults, both with tackle harder. Again, it is still going to be based off that tiki-taka style, but on the positive. So from attacking to positive for this mentality, we're going to go to fairly narrow still. We're obviously going to pass the ball into the space. We're going to opt for nothing on this scenario here because I don't really want overlapping going on and anything like that. We're going to go slightly more direct. We're going to lower the tempo. So it's much more of a sat back kind of calm playing approach. And because we are trying to run the clock down, we're going to time waste a lot and download my set pieces because we're also going to play for them while having low crosses. The transition is going to be quite simple, but yet effective. We're going to counter press because I don't want to be I want to have the back eight. I want to be very hard to break down, but I don't want these to be sat on my goal line. I want them to be aggressive. And you can see here, none of the back four will. But this, obviously, this four in midfield and the front two will still be applying pressure. We're going to slow the pace down, play to anyone across the back line because they're all going to be basically right near the goalkeeper. And we're going to take short goal kicks. And lastly, out of possession, it is going to be the standard line, the mid-block line of engagement, the ultimate way to defend any game scenario more often. And we are still going to put a bit of pressure on their goalkeeper because we're fighting for a scrappy goal. But that is going to give you guys 3 variants of the goal scoring 4-4-2, which is absolutely insane. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, check out the Patreon. It is going to be in the description. Over 10 perks there, guys. And come by the streams. We're live again. We're absolutely banging. The vibes are immaculate. Come over, but enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.